Evening everyone, we're back again tonight on some beautiful ground in Buckinghamshire. We've had a pretty serious problem with the fallow deer here, just sort of marauding the crops. So we're out tonight to try and get on top of a few of the prickets. Obviously this being kind of early September, all the fields have now been cut for wheat, so there's a bit less on the ground for the fallow than there previously was, but I'm hoping there's still going to be deer coming out on the sort of woodland edge on the margins. We've got some stewardship margins here as well, so there's still some sort of something for them on the ground, and there's still wheat sitting in the stubble for them, so I'm hoping that'll tempt a few of them out. But yeah, hopefully we'll come across a few. I reckon there's still going to be quite a few out on this farm, so let's see how we do. Right, well, we've been pretty successful. Came around this corner, saw two prickets just coming out of here, and they sort of eventually made their way across down there and stopped about there. I shot the first one, who's just there, and then the second one ran around a little bit, stopped, shot him, and he has run into this wood. So I'm hoping I can go and recover that second one, but he was a bit charged up, so he's ran in there. Gonna go to the site now and see if we can see blood and that sort of thing, but he was quite charged up, probably about 150, maybe 160 yards, using the Barnes DTSX 110 grain coppers. So haven't had that many deer run on them, but if they're a bit charged up, sometimes they do. So we'll go and see what we see. Right, so here's the first animal. That is the exit wound, so not enormous. Shot a little bit higher than I'd have liked, but he's a perfect cull buck, cull pricket with just pretty crappy little pricks on him. So nice bright red blood. Like I say, that is the exit. Entry somewhere in here, I think. So we will get him bled and then we'll go after the other one, which... Right. Okay, so that's where the first one was shot, up there. Just walking down to where the second one was shot, and you can see pretty decent amount of blood here. Doesn't look too... quite bright. Not sort of as foamy as you would think of sort of lung blood. So we're just going to follow this blood trail. You can see it's really started to sort of pump out here, so I think we've got a pretty good shot on the load there, so he shouldn't be far away. Try and find him in here. We've got the thermal in case. Picking up some more really good signs. A good shot here. See even more blood down here. Find him just in here. And here we have him. Just ran probably 20 yards, 10 yards into the wood. It's probably run a good 40 yards. Shot was probably maybe slightly lower than you would like. That's the exit. I think exited, entered slightly higher because we were on a sort of slant. But you can see it was really pumping the blood out. Slightly better animal, this one, but unfortunately on this farm there is a massive deer problem, so they all have to go, unfortunately. So we'll drag this one out, get them both grallocked, and back to the larder and see what they weigh. Just going to try and show you the bleeding method that we do. So obviously we're trying to get all of the heat out of the body as quickly as possible, so put the knife in at the sort of bottom end of the sternum to get a really good wound channel in there. And then it's not very good at all. I'm trying to do this one-handed. There we go. Right, well, here we are back at the chiller with these two. I grab them in the field and then take them back and just clean them up. And then legs that we keep for dog treats, or sort of dog chews, and then nice to keep the heads sometimes. And then all the offal will be going for the dog as well. Lovely clean carcasses. One weighed in at about 29, one at 30. So these will be hopefully going off to the game dealer fairly soon. But yeah, no, another brilliant outing. Another great use for the Landig, which is doing a fantastic job keeping carcasses nicely chilled. Had carcasses in here for sort of two weeks before, and haven't had any issues with mould or mildew or anything like that. So very impressed with it. But yeah, another brilliant evening out.